Hello, I'm Will. And what I do is I talk a lot about staff safety. And I also talk around the subject of workplace violence. And that comes in different remits, from anything from equipment to any type of questions about the training or risks that people face. Now, recently I got a question from a brand new client that we've acquired. And the client said to me, Will, what's your interpretation, I suppose, of consultancy? Because there's consultants for everything. Firstly, I did laugh because I've never seen myself as a consultant, even though people do say that. I look at myself more as an advisor, because what I try to do is I help organisations reduce risks. And I said to him, well, all I can do is reflect it from our own approach, not anybody else's to a degree. And the way we've done it is we've looked at, shall we say, 3 levels. So the first level is we talk about the risk assessment, and we go into organisations, many of them in all sorts of fields, and we look at the risks that the staff face, have a chat with the staff, probably ask a few questions and look at it from their different point of view. And then we put a little risk assessment together and we say to the clients, well, look, this is the risk that you're facing. Here's a couple of recommendations, and perhaps it'll reduce the risk if you put them into place. And they appreciate what we do. And then that's them. They're happy to that degree until the next stage they want to bring us in. We also have another stage, which we call the diagnostic. And what we band that in is with the procedures. So I'll get clients that will come to us and say, right, well, we have staff that are working on site or mobile, working retail, in hospitality, in housing and care, and we've realised through our own risk assessments that we've got a degree of risks, whether that's from verbal abuse or, shall we say, threatening behaviour. I've just got one there recently to do with a higher risk of spitting. And we've gone in, we've done we've followed their risk assessment, or we've redesigned it from. We've then looked at the whole picture. We've talked around more heavily into staff. We've took reviews of things. We thought, right, well, you'd probably be better off getting this in place. This will definitely reduce the risk. This is what you've got in place at the moment. Perhaps we revamp that. I do a lot around CCTV, and I have a look and say, well, look, the CCTV needs changed, or perhaps we need to think about putting procedures in for, shall we say, working on the front desk or going up to hotel rooms, or shall we say for retail if we're approaching customers, or if someone's acting suspicious. So it's the whole bigger bundle that we put in there together. And again, a lot of our clients are then more happy with that. And then they'll go and probably come back to us again if they, shall we say, need any more assistance, whether it's training or anything like that. Now, the last one that we also take our approach within our consultancy is our gap analysis. And I always look at gap analysis as a real fancy term. You know what I mean? Everyone goes, oh, the gap analysis has to be as this thick and everything. But the way we've worked with a lot of our clients, and we've done it with some big retail stores as well, and definitely some big housing groups and government, and the way we've done it is, again, it's the whole package. We look at it that we go in and we carry out the risk assessments, and then out all that information, the risk assessments and the recommendations, we get them put into place, whether it's new equipment, or changes of equipment, or changes of CCTV. Then we build upon the procedures, and we build the procedures around the staff's risks so that we can sell it to the staff, and the staff then go, yep, I'm happy, I'll read these procedures and I'll follow these procedures. And then that's bundled on top. And then the final level is then we look at the training element, which people sometimes, not intentionally, but push to the side because that's an expense and we don't want staff, you know what I mean, having to stop work to go on training sessions. But that's the whole package. So when you put it together, at the end, you've identified that gap. That's in the title if you think about it. Yeah, okay. Then you've put in the process of the risk assessment, then you've put in the procedures in place, and then you've topped it off with the training, and then after that you just look at the momentum of it. Do you reassess it every couple of years? And that's what we do within consultancy ourselves. Other organisations have total different approaches. But if you ask me how we do it in them 3 levels. Whether we carry out a risk assessment just for an organisation to make sure they identify their own risk and they can, shall we say, effectively deal with it themselves. We look at the diagnostic, where we go in and we do a quick report around everything, recommendation, then we give them the procedures and show them how effective they can be, or the gap analysis, which is everything, which we look at all their risks. What do we put in place? Then we look through to the point of, okay, how effective can the procedures be put in place, and will they work in that context again? And then lastly, we'd be putting in the training element, whether that's through virtual, face-to-face, or classroom-based, or it's even our e-learning. So consultancy is not just someone sitting there just telling you what to do. Consultancy, in my opinion, is getting stuck in and making sure that the organisation sees that you're actively involved and you're actively trying to push it, the importance of staff safety. Hopefully that's give you a bit of a better idea, especially how we approach it in Quell and the importance of it. If you need any more information, please follow us on our LinkedIn page, or watch our videos that are coming out nearly every week, that we encourage more, shall we say, for equipment, or shall we say systems or behaviours or anything like that. Or better still, get in touch with ourselves and see if we can help you. Stay safe, whatever you're doing, and bye for now.